Somerset slipped to their 5th defeat of this season's NatWest T20 Blast as they went down by 8 wickets to Essex with 6 balls remaining on the Duckworth-Lewis method. A delayed start didn't prevent Somerset from batting their 20 overs after they were put in by Ryan Tenduscarter. Marcus Trescothick took 3 fours off the first 9 balls he faced. However, his 14th delivery was his last one. On 16, he pulled a short delivery from Graham Napier to Ben Foakes at deep mid-wicket. Napier was less fortunate against Craig Kieswetter, this pull carrying the distance. Kieswetter also worked David Masters to the boundary as 42 runs came from the 6 overs of power play, a reasonable start from Somerset on what was not one of the flattest surfaces ever seen at this ground. With just the 1 wicket lost and 2 big hitters in, Somerset would have been relatively happy with their start, and both Kieswetter and Peter Trigo continued to hit 4s, even though Essex switched their bowlers around to upset the rhythm of the 2 batsmen. The score read 77 for 1 at the halfway stage, and then the rate started to pick up a little more with both men set. The Eagles came into this match on the back of a very good run, and this was always going to be one of the tougher games in the South Group, but it was the home side who were threatening to post a challenging total. Kieswetter, the leading scorer in this season's competition with 5 50s from 7 starts, drove Ravi Bopara for a 6 into the car park to bring up the 100 at the start of the 13th over. However, next ball he failed to clear the fielder at Cow Corner and had to leave on 40. It was the turning point of the night. A slip after being sent back by Alvaro Peterson brought about Trigo's dismissal in the next over, Bopara supplying the throw that ran him out for 34. With 5 overs left, Somerset were on 111 for 3 and needed to push on, but James Hildreth missed a reverse paddle to fall LBW to Tim Phillips on 9. Peterson tried to pick up the tempo once again by sending a ball from Masters into the distance, but Somerset debutant James Burke was out in the same over as he tried to work to the onside but missed to go LBW on 4. Craig Macheda and Craig Overton then fell cheaply as Somerset had to settle with a score of 150 for 7 from their 20 overs. Jesse Ryder then replied with an early 6 at the start of the 3rd over as the Eagles made a fine start to their innings. Mark Pettini and Ryder have been in very good form at the top of the order for the Eagles, and that was the case again here as they played some aggressive shots, hitting the ball extremely hard as 43 runs came off the first 5 overs to put the visitors just where they wanted to be. The game was open up though after Ryder, having made 28 off 18 balls, was given out caught behind off the returning Lewis Gregory, although the batsman didn't like the decision one little bit. There was absolutely no doubt about the dismissal of Tom Westley, who was bang in front to Max Waller. After that, Essex reached a score of 76 for 2 after 10, leaving another 75 to get. Had Bopara not got away with this top-edged pull, which brought him 2 runs down to 3rd man, then the eventual result might have been very different. The informed batsman got it just right next ball as he blasted Craig Overton to the boundary, reducing the target to 66 off the last 9 overs. The England man then repeated the shot off Gregory before the weather intervened with 46 needed off the last 33 deliveries. With 8 wickets in hand, Essex would have fancied chasing that down, but their task was made a lot simpler thanks to Messrs Duckworth and Lewis, who left them just 19 to get off 15 balls when the players returned to the middle after a break for bad light. Pettini then completed his 50 from 46 balls. The target had been reduced to 125 off 17 overs and the Eagles needed only 16 of them. Bopara hitting the winning runs to end on a 21-ball 33. Pettini finished unbeaten on 60 from 52. So it was an 8-wicket defeat which now leaves Somerset surprisingly in the bottom 2 of the South Group. However, all is not lost. They are only 1 win from the quarter-final qualification places with 6 games remaining, the next of which is in Cardiff next Friday evening.